Some groundbreaking research from the University of Cambridge suggested that our money habits are formed between the ages of 0 and 7 years old. Hi, my name is Doug. I'm the author of a series of kids books that help teach children about money. And I did these books because I really thought that we should start teaching our children about money from a very, very young age. But a lot of parents have said to me, you know, what do we do after we've read the books? So I thought I would start a channel that helped parents understand some of the things I've learned about teaching young kids about money, some very, very simple things that can help them grasp the concept of money and start to build the right habits. Because for me, it's most definitely a parent's job, because you can't wait for schools to do it. If schools are doing it and schools are teaching our children about money and they get home and they see parents doing something different, it's just going to confuse them. And really, for me, habits are learned at home, knowledge is gained at school. So it can be both, but I really believe that if parents just do a little bit every week, they are going to reap rewards later on in life. Good wealth creation and good money skills, I believe, are a combination of 4 things. At the top of that is obviously knowledge, and I want to share all the knowledge that I know about money and about the concept of money and explaining that to children. And then also under that is habits. So what are the habits we're teaching children? Because habits create wealth. If you can just simply teach them to always be saving 10 to 15% of everything they earn, they will be wealthy. Under habits is really mindset. And a lot of our mindsets around money have been created from the time we were very young. Even since the age of 2 or 3, we've heard our parents talking about money. And we know that 72% of all stress in adult life is about money. And that's an amazing statistic, but it's quite scary from 2 points of view. The one is that our children generally hear negative stories about money from a very young age, which creates that negative mindset. And number 2 is that that stat can very easily be shifted. But I absolutely believe it should be shifted from grassroots, from a very, very young age. And there's some very, very simple things that parents can do to help children build the right mindset, have the right knowledge, build the right habits. But over and above that, there is a last point that I think is equally important, and that is a person's self-worth. Because if somebody has a high self-worth, they're very, very unlikely to spend money on fast cars, on fancy clothes, and on things that try and make them look and feel better. A person who has a good self-esteem will hold on to their money a lot more than somebody who doesn't. And those 4 things are kind of really the building blocks of wealth, I believe. And what I've really come to understand, along with a child psychologist, Jessica Cheeseman, is that if we start these things, and the knowledge creation, the habits, the mindset, and the self-worth at a very young age, you give the child the best skills to go out into the world with when it comes to money. And I know that if you have a child who is good with money and they are more independent financially when they reach their 20s, there's far less chance of them coming to you for loans. And that means that you and your wife or your husband can start building their own wealth. So by starting to invest a little bit of time, and it's 5 or 10 minutes a week, with our children from this young age, you're actually starting to change the financial future of the whole family. And I think it's a brilliant skill set to be giving our children, and it's one that's largely ignored. And why do we try so hard to give our kids the best future? We send them to the best schools, we try and give them the best careers and set them up for life. But if they're earning 100,000 and they're spending 105,000, that's going to end badly. So teaching them money skills is such a critical life skill that we sometimes overlook. And what I want to do with this channel is just share the amazing insights and understandings I've come to researching for these books. And I've brought in Jessica Cheeseman, the educational child psychologist, who we'll bring into the channel as well, to give you a good understanding of all the good executive functions that helping a child save for something starts to foster and starts to grow. So things like delayed gratification, future planning, just thinking ahead. All those good executive functions, they can learn by learning about money, because what we want to do is we want to get them to start saving for themselves and reaching their goals and achieving goals. And that also builds good things like self-esteem. So I'm so excited to be sharing all this knowledge with parents who want to give their children the best start in life when it comes to money. And I firmly believe that if we just are a little bit more deliberate about what we say and do and help our children understand about money from a young age, they're going to be so better off in life. And we can use stories like these, but what we've started to do is build great activities for children, little things to help them to save, to help them understand money concepts that Jess will explain in a couple of these videos, that just help you understand what's going on in the minds of your young one. So if this is something you're interested in and you want to teach your children some basic things about money that are really going to help them later on in life, then please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you know parents of young children who you think this might be worthwhile sharing with, please share this video with them. I'm going to be posting once a week for the next year everything I've learned about teaching children about money. And my child is now 13. She's not a money genius, but she's better off than she was when she was 8 when I started this journey. And she is now investing in some shares and funds. She has a pretty good grip about money, but I wish I'd started this journey when she was 3 years old. And I really believe that we can fundamentally shift the financial literacy levels of the next generation if we just start this journey at a very young age. So if you're a parent who really wants to teach their children about money and make sure they have the skill set to be successful in life when it comes to finance, please subscribe to the channel. And if you know other parents who you think might find this beneficial, please share the video with them. I'm going to be posting, along with Jess, every week new videos on insights and simple things you can do to really help your children do the best with money. So please spread the word. Thank you so much.